Welcome to my channel. Today we shall deep dive into one of the most powerful and revolutionary voices in Indian English poetry, Kamala Das. Today we'll be exploring her seminal poem and introduction. Kamala Das, who lived from 1934 to 2009, stands as one of the India's most influential poets. She was famously known for her confessional and brutally honest writing, her style that was utterly groundbreaking for her time. She wrote fluently in both English and Malayalam, where she used the pen name Madhav Kuti. The poem and introduction emerged from post colonial India, a society that rigidly expected women to be silent and submissive. Thus, challenged this deeply patriarchal environment, and she also challenged the elitist notion that English was not Indian. This poem is a personal and political statement representing her fervent search for freedom as a woman and as a poet. The poem was written in the early 1960s and first published in her 1965 collection Summer in Calcutta, spanning 59 lines. The poem is delivered entirely in the first person narration, making it a deeply confessional autobiographical piece. Its setting is both internal and social, examining the psychological landscape of a woman constrained by a patriarchal Indian society. What immediately strikes the reader is the poem's bold and defiant tone. It is questioning, emotional, and frankly rebellious. Kamala Das is not apologizing. She is making a confessional declaration of who she is in defiance of all expectation. Themes. The central themes of an introduction are identity and self discovery, the fight against patriarchal restrictions, and a strong assertion of feminism. However, a unique theme is the freedom of language, the poet's right to claim any language as her own. Ultimately, the poem's message is clear. A woman must define her own identity. Society has no right to dictate her voices. Her emotions are human, and her freedom of expression, whether through her body or her words, is a fundamental human right. Next, let's look into the important quotation. Our first quotation is I am Indian, very brown, born in Malabar. This is a powerful opening by immediately stating her geographic and racial identity. She grounds her experience in a specific Indian context. It's a direct response to critics who questioned her use of English, an alien language. She is stating, I am a product of this land and I claim the right to speak any language I choose. Quote 2. The language I speak becomes mine. This is the ultimate declaration of linguistic freedom. She rejects the idea that a language can be owned by a culture or a class. Once she uses a language to express her own thoughts, her joys, and her sorrows, it is no longer English or Indian, it is her own thoughts. Third quote I am a sinner, I am saint. This line breaks down the binary expectations placed on women to be either purely good saint or purely as a sinner. By claiming both, she asserts the complexity of her own humanity, refusing to be pigeonholed by society simplistic moral judgment. Quote 4 I speak three languages, write in two, dream in one. A poignant conclusion, it summarizes the richness of her inner life. The dreaming language is the most private and authentic one, revealing the deep and multi layered nature of her identity as a woman and as a poet who crosses cultural and linguistic borders. Thank you for exploring Kamala Das' powerful and introduction. Her poetry remains a timeless beacon for authenticity and self liberation. Now that we understand the poem's context and its bold thematic core, let's unlock its meaning line by line in our next segment.